So I'm a little sad because you ever have a celebrity like pass away and you never knew they passed away? That's how I feel about Little Bow Wow. No one told me about Shad Moss. Okay? Until I started watching Growing Up Hip Hop and listening to his interviews and stuff. If you came here for positivity or happiness or joy, you are not on the right video. Okay? I am recording in the corner of my room on a bleak wall because this is a bleak video. Okay? Okay. I typically don't have a problem with celebrities. Like, excuse me. When I say I typically don't have a problem with celebrities, like, I mean, I normally don't give enough to actually conjure up a real big fuck. Okay? Okay, that's how I feel. But Bow Wow, Shad Moss, whatever his moniker is, he takes the cake. Bruh! Jay, my husband, he like literally like hears me scream when I watch the show. Okay? Why do I watch it? I don't know. I guess I like stress. Maybe that's it. Because Growing Up Hip Hop, WETV, I don't know what y'all are doing. But it's Atlanta. I can't name off top. You know what? I would rather have Growing Up Hip Hop with the kids from the parents of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't watch Married to Medicine, but if Married to Medicine, if they have any, like, you know, teenage kids, like, that would be the show. So maybe, like, in a year, because I don't think Riley's old enough yet. I don't know. But Bravo, that should have been y'all's idea. Because who thought it would be cute to have Bow Wow be the headline for a TV show? Little Bow Wow passed away and no one told me. No one told me. So I think it was a year and a half ago, right? I was listening to The Breakfast Club. And Shad Moss was on. And he starts telling us about how fame is just so hard for him. And about how the thing that he struggles with the most is the fact that he's been to Japan too many times. So what's life like now? Because he's done so much while he was so young. Grow the fuck up, maybe? Take advantage of your name and the career that, let's be real, was built for you. Because while, yes, you were young and physically doing what you were doing, you didn't write your stuff. You didn't produce your stuff. And who would expect you to? You're a kid. So I don't expect Little Bow Wow to. But at the same time, if it was not the team you had surrounding you, you wouldn't have been nothing. And it is displayed so easily from the way the Brat talks to the way Jermaine Dupri talks. And your mama. Your mama is scared of you. Jermaine Dupri don't want nothing to do with you. And the Brat is fed up with you. Point blank, period. No more dots, no more explanation, nothing. It is so obvious how many people are just sick and tired of your bullshit. Hold on, let me grab my baby's monitor so I can see her, see what she's doing. Because you know what? Unlike Shad Moss, I keep track of my child. And maybe that was low, but you know what? I don't care. Because he doesn't care. You know what? Let me just start this loving him. Oh shoot. Might as well be the same thing. Actually, I apologize. I'm sorry, Love and Hip Hop. You got, even though I don't watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I will watch the Hollywood one when I have a lot of editing to do, and like I haven't watched like the first half season. I'll binge watch it and edit. And one time I took one of those diet shakes things, whatever, and it made me poop all day. So I watched like all of Love and Hip Hop New York at that time. But because I didn't give 2 F's enough to take no notes, you ain't getting none from me. I'm just gonna like mute this so I don't get a copyright. And I'm going to fast forward through the scenes as I see them, and then I'll talk about them because I did watch it. And I should have did a live reaction because y'all would have saw me scream. In fact, before I even get into that, like, did he not come out with the album called Suicide or something as well? Like, there's just been, and you know what? I'm not even gonna get into this that deep in this video, but maybe I will talk about it soon enough. I have a issue with the way that celebrities are able to monetize off of their mental health, but then not show any track record of actually attending a facility and getting help for those. And it pisses me off even more because I know for a fact, F-A-C-T, not F-cat, fact. If you're in Florida, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I know for a fact, not F-cat, that you guys have more than enough capabilities to take care of yourself. And I think that is one of the best privileges you can freaking have. And y'all just want to sit on here half the time and go on talk shows and use it for your advantage. I didn't see some people who've been to rehab for half their stuff. Because you know what? If one of us regular folks have a mental break, you know where we can go? You know where we to work. To take care of our kids. Even some of the upper middle class don't have the advantage of leaving their day-to-day lives in order to take care of their mind. But y'all do. So you know what? You, half of y'all who do that and take advantage of it. And if I ever become rich one day, I got 3 things I want to handle. 1, glasses. Because I'm blind. My glasses broke a lot. I'm poor. The poor in that group still poor now. 2, dentist. Teeth messed up. We're not gonna look too hard at that though. We're not gonna look too hard at that. But I gotta get my grill fixed. Okay? Not having access all the time to dental care, not the best. But you know what? Teeth are expensive, and not every family can afford to keep everyone's teeth up. Okay? And 3, mental health. Because it's important. It's actually everything up here. Anyway. This is going to be for episode 1 and 2. Now that I finished my 10-minute rant. See, my phone's like, miss me with the bullshit. Okay, so I'm not gonna go over everything. Show won't, and it ain't gonna be in order. So here you go. And if you like me, you can like, comment, subscribe. I'm new to this shit, so I don't know. I'm like, that's not on top of my brain. Really, I'm happy to like just finally like kind of have a place where I can just like put up my stuff, because 10-minute Instagram videos aren't that cute unless you do an IGTV and it's not that serious about what I'm talking about for the IG. I don't know, I feel like IGTV is like for the professionals or something. But anywho, oh wait, I really want to go follow Pop Roast. There's this YouTube, Alexander Rogers, and I've been following him for like the past couple weeks, and I'm obsessed. And he has a co-host named Chris, and they have YouTube, and I've been meaning to follow it. Pop Roast Official. They're really funny. And I think they're both really cute. They're not straight, but I think they're both really, really cute. Alexander, like, cute way, like, oh, he's really cute. But he'll read your fucking ass. And then, like, Chris in, like, a, okay. And I heard he's really tall, so if you go that way, then you should go check them out, look them up. But I really like their personality. They seem really genuine, and I fucks with them. If I remember to, I'll put their channel in the description. But anyway, so it kind of starts off like Bow Wow like talking about everything. We get the police call, then we get a flashback to Masika. They're pretty much like showing us. I feel like everyone's not gonna be in the season. So we have Waka and we have Tammy on this season. How do I feel about Waka and Tammy in this season so far? I don't feel like we're gonna get too much from Waka. Waka definitely seems to be the like high bye type show on shows. Like I just don't feel like he's gonna be like down with cameras in his face all the time. Like he feels like the type to be like, them cameras there, and like Tammy's like, yeah, he's like, ah, okay, I'll be home later. I'm going to Walmart. But he's like not having a career anymore, and I guess that's a storyline. Cute. And they are kind of like playing like their wedding and stuff and making it seem like this happened on Growing Up Hip Hop, but this is their first season on Growing Up Hip Hop. And I think their wedding was a special from what's that shit? Marriage Boot Camp, but whatever. Anywho, yawn. Tammy's mom's there. I really like Tammy and Deb's relationship actually. Their mother and daughter-in-law relationship kind of reminds me of me and my mom-in-law. Like if we were to actually hang out, and my mom-in-law is awesome. So is my mom. So I like it. Okay, we also have Drea Kelly and Drea. So when them R. Kelly checks stop, coming in as consistently and stuff, that was very convenient for you all of a sudden to just be like, oh, well, I don't care about him anymore. And to start putting him out there, which you should have been done, to my opinion. But I understand that in some regards you were a victim, so that's the only reason why I'm not just going to completely skip you. But I was really tempted to, because I definitely recall seeing a video of you saying, step in the name of love and stuff, and y'all need to go buy his stuff. Oh, honey, ain't nobody can stop us, and no one can stop me. Da 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 da. I'm not going to say exactly what she said, because I don't remember it. Because I didn't give 2 fucks about it. But I definitely recall you, my friend, you, definitely standing by him and his namesake, and informing us people that we need to stick with R. Kelly so you can keep your checks going. And then when the checks stopped going or coming to you, that was conveniently about the time that you started doing the Lifetime special, and I wondered how much you got paid for that. But I wonder how much these weed checks are going to be. Now, I will tell you, I used to work at Walmart customer service, and they normally don't, I think they take about $2 out your check. So if you bring them your $10 check, I'm not sure what you're going to do with the rest of the $8. So you may just want to deposit in your bank account, even though I know that takes 2 to 3 days to clear, and that may be a hassle. You know what I'm saying? It may be a struggle, a gruggle. Like your storyline's going to be. A gruggle. But you look nice while you're dancing. By the way, I'm normally not this sniffy when I do reviews, but this show really pisses me off, puts me in a mind, because it's just Bow Wow. And I'm kind of trying to skip over like his storyline so I can get to it and just like talk about his scenes. So we're gonna skip that and come back to that. But yeah, so apparently Drea Kelly and Deb know each other very well. That's cute. Drea Kelly also like teaches them how to dance, and there's a lot to say about that. We're not gonna go into it. Another Bow Wow scene. Oh gosh, I don't realize how much this episode is about Bow Wow. What happens in the next episode? I just watched it. In the next episode, so Brandon's back, the one who pretty much went up against Reginae, and pretty much is the reason why Reginae is not on the show anymore. Growing Up Hip Hop does a really good job of getting us potentially interesting but not there at all celebrities. Like, I'm low-key, I would be interested in Angela Simmons, but she gives nothing. I would be more interested in Hurricane's Chris daughter, but she barely gives me anything. Like, you know, a lot of people are very, like, in the weird words of Kim Kardashian, but the opposite. She said the little one was not interesting to look at. These people are interesting to look at, but they're, yeah. But anywho, so Brandon's here, and he's doing firefighting, and everyone's clowning him. We're not even gonna get into that. I don't really care. But yeah, Brandon, like, first season, he, like, went up against Regine and was like, who's your daddy? And she's like, Lil Wayne. Who? And he tried to act like Lil Wayne was nothing. And while Lil Wayne's not, like, the best in my book, he at least is something. Who is you? Who is your brother? Waka Flocka? Not even your real brother? But anyway. So there's some whole storyline, I guess, that they're going to try to make it seem like Brandon's past is oh so mysterious and they don't know anything about it. I think they're just playing on this storyline because of the fact that they have never publicly probably said much about Brandon. So now they're probably going to drag the storyline out like 4 or 5 episodes, and then what's going to end up happening is Brandon's real mom's going to just show up because everyone keep pressuring Deb, and she's going to show up, she's probably going to show up on camera. It's going to be like, oh, okay, cool. Okay, Ayana and Amy, I love Ayana and Amy, they're cute, and I wish I could see more of them actually. Like enough for like a web series. Oh, she's on YouTube, there you go. I think her name was like Beauty by Bay, and I actually kind of like that name. So if she was smart, she would actually do her YouTube, but then also do drop shipping and come with a logo for Beauty with Bay. Make that a hair company, eyelashes, hair products, all that type of stuff. Go get you a private labeling company. And then as you do Beauty by Bay, for your YouTube stuff, you do your SEO, because I'm also an SEO girl, SEO babe, look me up. I'm on one day, don't mind me, guys. But yeah, so I'm trying to speak, I think, a little faster because my child is napping, and I'm not going to neglect my job to talk about shadows. But anyway, so little Bow Wow baby. No, I'm kidding. Not over my child. But yeah, so if you get like smart about it, Beauty by Bay should, your side hustle for that should be, like I said, drop shipping for your hair. You have somewhat of a name for yourself. I'm pretty sure you have somewhat of an Instagram following. I wonder how many Instagram followers you have. I'm pretty sure you have something. You got more than me. Bet you that. I got 549. Put the people I know. I'm cool with it. Ayana. A-N-Y-A-N-N-A. Oh, right there. I told her to go there. Let me see if I look up Growing Up Hip Hop. Growing Up Hip Hop. They don't even have an official, like, verified. They really don't. They really don't. Oh my gosh, they really don't have like an official page. I still see stuff about Regine. She had been up for 2. No, we're not doing this. Anyway, so Ayana and Amy are a cute lesbian couple, and Hurricane Chris and Deb. Hurricane Chris and Deb. Sorry about that. Pretty much come and they come to see the new apartment, and they're like kind of making fun of her because they're like, oh, you're not sticking to one thing. I think the girl's like, I don't know how old she is. Stop. But I do think that if her girlfriend want to be the breadwinner and want her to stay at home and do everything while she figure out her life, go for it. Why she gotta like already figure out her life? Depending on how old she is, I'm about to find out. She's 28. Okay. No, I don't think so. I'm only 25 and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in my life. So we'll see. Where's her Insta? Insta. Oh, it's Badiana. It's Bayana. Okay. Ayana Fight is the handle. AYANA FIT. She has 130,000 followers. Girl, if you ain't selling something, why should I put say Ariana Grande? Anyway, so they kind of made fun of whatever. Then Deb tried to convince Ayana to become friends again with Brandon, and she's like, I don't know. No. She said no. Fuck you guys, because she's basically saying like she has stuff that she's never told anyone but him, and then it'll come back to her before anything, and that to me is a red flag. And I'm a forgiving person, but coming from that perspective, I could never trust you again, especially when you keep denying it, and I know I only told you. So I'm team her on that whole opinion, and that's all we can talk about with that. All right, cool. 20 minutes in, and we can talk about Shad Moss. Okay. So first of all, you're a liar. A liar, okay? I'm not team Kiyomi, Glow. I'm not team, remember Glozell? The YouTuber? I don't know, that was so random. Did she still do YouTube? I'm very random, by the way. But yeah, like, girl. And then I say, girl, I'm talking to Bow Wow. I just think you're such a liar. I really do. And I'm going to tell you why. First of all, you could barely stop smiling when you're talking to your mom. That was the first thing we saw when he actually starts talking about what happened between him and Kylie. We're going to say the ex. Go there. Oh, she uploaded a video an hour ago. Wow. And she's still wearing the lipstick. Wow. Looks like she's like 4 million subscribers. Okay, go ahead though. You know she getting them checks. No matter what. You know what? Drake Bell teach me Fortnite. Okay. You know what? Get that coin, girl. Get that coin. One of the greats. One of my original YouTubers that oh gosh, so Glozell was definitely one. I remember Charlie Puth, Kingsley. So many people who just feel like mothers of the YouTube streets. Anyway, going back to what I talked about. So, he couldn't stop laughing when he was talking to his mom. Like, barely smiling. His mom could barely stop smiling either. His mom is actually very bad on camera to me. They need to start having... So, the scene between Deb and Bow Wow's mom, I think, was a real scene. Because she felt more natural, and it felt like she was more shocked by a lot. But for the most part, we keep getting these really contrived scenes with the mom, and she just like... Well, it looks bad. Maybe she got Botox or something. I'm not saying that to shade his mom, because I think his mom is beautiful. Especially for hanging on to some youth that are probably running around this little rugrat all day. Ooh, Lord. If I was that child, that he was my child, I may consider leaving him somewhere. Somewhere safe. Not just in the streets, but somewhere. Maybe my mom's house and I just never come back. Maybe. Anyway. So, he like tells his mom what happened. She's like, oh no. And I'm like, you definitely talked to him about this before. Like, you've talked, the scars are almost off his face. You've talked about it. And I'm going to post that elevator fight on here. That little elevator scene. Yep. Mad aggressive to me. So my thing is, everybody had very bad vernacular when he came to talk about the situation. Everybody, but the person who got the closest to, I feel like, the best vernacular about this conversation with Bow Wow was Deb. And maybe it's because she did it like 4 or 5 times. let me tell y'all something. Deb don't like Bow Wow, okay? And let me tell you why I scoop this thing, okay? I don't know what that was. Don't mind me. But why I scoop this, I always want to do it again. Scoop this thing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Why I feel like this is because of the fact that Deb is really close to the brat, right? And so, as you can, if you watch the show, you can tell, and if you listen to what they're saying, it seems like Bow Wow has always had a history of being a R, okay? It's just that now he's on TV for all of us to see. But we've heard about it before with Erica Mena, with Sierra. Like, we've heard that he's not been the best guy. So, are any of us surprised? No. What if him and Chris Brown are good friends? Anyway, I've been hacked. Okay, cool. Just give me back, excuse me, miss. And you just go sit down, okay? Just go sit it down. I don't listen to Chris Brown music anymore. But I don't tell people they can't listen to it. Like, I don't really support cancel culture. I just support, like, do what you want to do. And, like, I will do what I want to do. And he raised my blood pressure listening to, like, his music now. Maybe once in a while I'll listen to, like, you know, the old stuff. Excuse me, miss, but I saw you from across the room. Here with me, oh, baby. Hear the good stuff. 'Cause here's the word is us. There ain't nothing wrong with dancing. Baby, I can be where you all are. Ain't nothing wrong with dancing. Okay, let me stop. I watch a lot of YouTubers and Melanie Blue. I love her. And every time she like busts out singing, I'm like, I wish I could sing like you, girl. But then it sounds like what I just did. Flavorless, like my rhythm. Never had it, but it's okay. It's okay. I just like turn my Megan Thee Stallion up and I pretend like, Okay, back to normal. Okay. So, ouch, that really hurt. And I know you probably heard that. I swear I'm not high, which is probably even worse. But I didn't feel in this unit. Again, I wish I could get my ringtone. The pop singer I was talking about. He's like, what the hell is that on your head? Say it again. What the hell is that? Is that a welcome mat? He may sing that to me. If you see me with a bad unit, don't sing it to me. Actually, I'll probably sing along. Okay, going back. I digress. I'm always so, like, distracted. Okay. So, I feel like Deb doesn't like Bow Wow. Because she's close with the brat. And I feel like Bow Wow has had a long history of putting all of them through some stuff. Which includes the brat, because the brat is like Bow Wow's like surrogate, like auntie, and Jermaine Dupri is like Bow Wow's like dad, like little dad, because his dad left him, doesn't want anything to do with him really. And now Jermaine Dupri is in the same position. Anyway, but yeah, so I feel like Deb doesn't like Bow Wow, and I think it was very obvious in these two episodes because like every scene she was in, she brought him up. And I was actually kind of here with it. So the reason why I think her vernacular was was close, but not still good on the nose for proper vernacular, is that while she got a lot of things right, like she was like, I am with her. It looks bad. And then she pretty much like held Bow Wow and also Bow Wow's mom really to the fire. Which was really shocking because I feel like most moms with sons tend to stick more with men. I don't think that's for everybody, but I've noticed that in a decent amount of people that I've been around. If they are moms of sons, it's like they're super protective and like they're like, no, because I think anything can happen to my son at any time. So I feel like if I were not to defend this man in this situation, then my son could do something. But I feel like while Waka may have proof not be able to keep his junk in his pants, I still do feel like Waka has a good sense of, this is not what I'm supposed to do as a human being. And because I've heard him kind of talk like that. And he seems like, besides him cheating on his wife, a very upstanding guy in that aspect of just seeing women as women and not women as like, oh, you're a woman, so a man can't touch a woman. No, it's like, don't nobody put their hands on each other. So I feel like Deb has raised her kids that way, cause she talks like that to Tammy too. I've just heard her talk in a very neutral tone. I think that's the best way to do it, instead of just being like, men need to keep their hands to themselves. Everybody needs to keep their hands to their self. Everybody, okay? Everybody. So that includes her as well. But you know what? I don't know what happened in that situation. But what I do know is that, and this is the reason why Deb did not perfect it, but she got close. Continuously saying, y'all know she wanted this, that, this, and that. You know she doesn't have a career. You have a career to uphold. You have a career. How about we stop saying he has a career, because that's a lie? And how about we all be honest and say, you don't have a career. Not that matters. But what really matters is the fact that you... I don't know if I can say that word. But like, the fact that like, come on, you're a human being. Why do we care so much about, oh, you have a career to lose, she don't have a career to lose? Why is that even a focal point? The real focal point should be, keep your hands to yourself. Just keep your hands to yourself. Listen, I watch Bad Girls Club. I sure do. Okay? And I once got beat up by 20 kids on the bus at the same time. I got tragedies on these. Not tragedies, but you know, I got some shitty stories. That's not the only time I got beat up, okay? That was easy. So I was just like, don't hit me. But like, so like, I don't know if it's, I don't know, but like, you know, like, sometimes like I'm in the mood, like I could fight a bit, okay? I could like lay my hands on somebody. I don't know if it's because of that or is it because it's just me. I do have some violent tendencies, let me tell you. I'll be like, let's go. Like, I be ready. Like, I know I like would love boxing or whatever. But that does not mean that you can do that to humans, okay? So what I'm saying is I relate to people's emotions and just want to like fuck something up. But Bow Wow, you are defensive. You are not taking credit for anything, not one thing. You know what? Let me see if I can find really big mad. And you know what was also really telling? Like, Jermaine Dupri didn't even want to like talk to him. He was like, "Nah, you got that. Go ahead, DeBrat." And DeBrat, I wouldn't even talk to him. I've seen DeBrat talk to him so many times. He's torn up Jermaine Dupri's studio. He's like talked so much shit about like them and what they're doing and what he's not doing and what Jermaine Dupri's supposed to be. Like, I don't know. I feel like he's like literally like slapped Jermaine Dupri in the face so many times. I feel like Jermaine Dupri's just over it. So the brat was pretty much like telling the Bow Wow that like he should be more mindful and he should not, and that she like warned him about Kayomi and all this type of stuff. The lawyer's like, bruh. Also, I'm very curious on if like there is a if there's a quota for Drea, like you to be on the show and to get an extra check, you gotta say R. Kelly's name at least 5 times every time we see you in the scene. If you're trying to like rebuild yourself so much, he would not be the focal point of my story even for 2 episodes. Like, nah, I'm gonna tell y'all got a 3-season minimum I'm mentioning this nig, okay? And my name has changed. It's no longer Drea Kelly, it is Drea new bitch. But this positivity Drea Kelly's trying to give us, I don't believe it. It feels very fabricated, very false, and very forced. And it sounds like Instagram quotes. Like, everything she's saying. She's like, no more sunshine, no more rain, but it's all rainbows now. I'm at the end of my rainbow, pot of gold. Don't sleep till you dawn, carpe diem. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, so like Bow Wow asked his lawyer if he decided to Bow Wow asked his lawyer like, hey, like, I'll make sure I get you some screen time if you can take like at least like a good couple thou off my retainer, because you know I really can't afford it. Really can afford this apartment, and I really need to go back to my mom's apartment, or back to my mom's house, back in the basement where I was last season. But I gotta fake like I'm doing okay for myself. So can we work this out? And the lawyer was like, yeah, sure, I'll show up. He's like, I need at least a minimum 5 minutes, and if you wouldn't mind, every time I talk, make sure they have like my business right underneath, because I'm doing this for me, not for you. Okay, that's not really what they said, but that's what I imagine. Anyway, so like Bow Wow says like, oh, this is like a gnat. I just wish you go away, like, ugh! And the lawyer's like, this is not really like a gnat. It's more like an airplane. Like the airplane, the first class, or the private jet you pretend to be on. But you inspired the Bow Wow challenge, not. The Bow Wow challenge describes your life. It really does. I wonder if there's any more like screenshots left of that. In fact, I feel like I should just put like different Bow Wow challenges all throughout this video. The Bow Wow challenge. See, this is the best joy that Shad Moss has bought us. Anyway, that's all. So, I'm ending this video. I'm getting tired talking about this bull. Maybe I'll put it up, maybe I won't. I hope you liked it. If not, then don't like, comment, and subscribe. But if you do, then stay with me. Because next time it'll probably be more cohesive. But as of right now, I actually am getting tired. That's why I'm just like ooh, 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 ooh. And by keeping recording, we're just going to drag this on long. It needs to be, boys and girls. And it does not need to be that long. So, hopefully by next time I see you, this pimple will either be gone or it would have rent to pay on my face. We'll see. Which can I get a check? Or, I don't know. Doesn't taste something witty, but nothing game. Alright.